Bow wow.
We are Sun Dogs, and you have tuned in to DogStar.
We've got A.K.A. Kobi with us today.
Thank you so much for coming through. We know you're a busy, multifaceted artist. You're a father twice over. It's, again, very, very gracious to
We're in the building.
be sitting down with you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Nah, thank y'all. It's been a long time overdue, man.
A long time.
Really
May 7th, 2021, to be exact, was the last time we formally got to sit down with you like this and pick your brain for your fans and for listeners alike.
Mm-hmm.
You can check out those old episodes if you want. Sundogs Present Local Vibes, A.K.A. Kobi. Search that. It'll pop right up for you.
Yeah, YouTube, Spotify.
Please don't.
No, I mean, there's some good interviews.
Nah, I'm sure.
I listened to them this past week. And
as a fan, it's fun to kind of gauge the trajectory.
Yeah.
Totally.
And you've been busy since then. You've been busy since May of 2021. I mean, you had the Don Series 2 come out. You had Wax Spot come out.
Okay.
But what have you been up to outside of art? I mean, you...
Honestly, the best thing that's happened since then is that I had my son.
That's
last
right.
year.
Yes.
Wow.
On May 15th. So he's going to
Growing
be
the
one.
team.
Yeah, the team. Yeah. So,
I
I mean,
busy with the family, for
busy
sure.
with the family, and then also just working on this upcoming project I have coming.
Oh,
Okay.
How are you balancing the family life and the artistic life?
Harder with a new kid? Or easier because it's the second time around?
Definitely learning how to compromise. Like, having that itch to, like, work on stuff and be like, oh, I'm driven right now. I got, this is going to be a banger. All these thoughts in my head. But then realizing, like, these kids are, like, yanking my leg, like, trying to play with me and get my attention.
Oof.
So as much as I want to do something in the moment, because usually, like, when I have an idea, it's like, I'm just ready to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I got to realize, okay, my fiance's been with them all day and I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm wanting to come straight home and go work on something, knowing that she's going to need that help. So I'll,
right.
stick it out until the kids go to bed and then go in the studio and cook up. So
that's
it's
dedication.
that compromise. It's not easy. I haven't been perfect at that. You know what I'm saying? There's been moments where, like, I'll let my excitement get the best of me and then I'll be, like, selfish. But
totally,
as a father, there's always something to learn. There's always room for improvement. So
yeah, what other big lessons have you learned from now having the second kid?
Just having that patience and knowing that there could be two separate things going on with them. Like, they're two separate kids, so they have, like, two different, they could have two different needs at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what I'm saying? With that happening in the moment, like, sometimes I could just, like I can shut down and just be like, this is just a lot right now. But I have to, like, pull myself together for them. You know what I'm saying? So I got to have a lot of patience, because sometimes, like, it'll just make me, like, it'll kind of make me, like, irritated. You know what I'm saying?
I can only imagine.
Sometimes I just got to be like, calm down, because I don't want to, like, you don't want to flip out on your kid. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So sometimes you just got to, like, take a second and just be like, all right, and just thug it out. So
Yep.
I mean, it takes strength from within. It's very, very admirable to hear that you are still learning to balance the two, but you're...
Yeah, it's hard, but it's definitely worth it. I wouldn't trade them for anything.
That's huge.
I would, honestly, if I had a choice, like, to not, you know what I'm saying, do music or have my kids, obviously I'm going to have my kids, you know what I'm saying? I would assume most people think the same way. Like, I would let that go for them any day. So
totally, yeah. I mean, you're living the dream. You're married, got kids, got
not
the job.
married yet.
Oh, I mean,
we've been engaged for a long time. I'm sorry. Babe.
Everybody
I'm sorry.
knows. He's locked down. Nothing's changed.
No, we are looking to get married probably next year.
Ooh,
that's exciting.
It does seem like every time we're talking about it, it's almost like one kid's about to be born. Like, so I proposed, and then she found out she was pregnant, and then all our plans went to the baby.
Right.
First kid,
yeah,
baby girl, all of that. and then the baby's here, and then you focus on that,
right?
And then now, what I'm saying, she's growing and everything, and then we're kind of talking about it again, and then pregnant, second kid, and then we're focused on that, and it's a baby boy, and we're like excited about that, and then he's here, and then now we're at that point again where we're like, all right, this is our focus. It's come back. So God forbid, I'm hoping she doesn't get pregnant again.
Yeah, I mean, friends and family at A.K.A. Kobi. I mean, get together. Somebody watch the kids. Let these guys run off to Vegas.
She doesn't want any more kids. I don't think I want any more either. I think we're good. I think God gave us what we needed. Yeah. 2 of them through.
Perfect. Yeah.
So that's what I like to say. 2 of them through. That's my
I mean, you're gonna have to make some lifestyle changes if you don't want another one. That's all I know. So
no, that's for sure.
You have to do something.
Right. Did your
don't get personal on me now. I can't tell you what she did. No.
I was just gonna ask, like you were saying earlier, obviously, you need to make the compromise between the artistry and the family and raising the kids. Has your writing process changed at all since the earlier days? I mean, we know you're very inspired by the beat of the instrumental you hear. Has that process changed at all with the kids coming?
The only thing that I could think of that's changed as far as like the making music like process is like I feel like I write less music at home. I write more music like when I'm at work. When I'm not supposed to be writing.
Okay.
What's the strategy on the notes app or
I like
pen and paper?
So I'm a truck driver, so I'll be like, let's say I'm at a stop, because the whole time I might be just listening to instrumentals.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll just like do an audio recording of like a melody. Like I'll just kind of hum something. Don't even got clear words. I'm just getting a melody down.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I might, figure out some lyrics, and then I'll just stop. Just this is fire.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? But like at home, it's like they're literally like, I'm telling you, they're just wanting your attention. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? I try my best. I mean, I'm not perfect, not all the time. Sometimes I'm just like, come on, guys, leave me alone. I'm trying to write. You know what I'm saying? But that's changed. It's I used to always just write at home. The only time I will say I write at home is like if they're in bed and I'm already in the studio. I might write in the studio.
Nice.
I don't just casually just be on the couch and I'm just writing lyrics. That is rare. So
the environment's kind of got to be right.
Yeah, it's got to be right. So usually I'm usually somewhere else outside of the home, like away from the kids.
And from what I'm led to believe, you got a comfy seat in that truck. So when you're listening to beats, it's just...
it's decent. It's decent. Okay. So,
not the best, not the worst.
Yeah,
right.
There's worse out there. Other jobs, they've had worse seats, but the one I'm at currently is good.
I had mentioned, Wax Spot, which came out a few months after we had sat down with you last back in 2021.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. I didn't even know it was that long since
time flies.
Like that drop.
I mean, not only with artistry,
did I even drop a project last year? I don't even think so.
Wax Spot, and then no project yet.
I don't think so.
Wow,
I'm usually the upcoming one.
It's usually every year. It seems like I do. It seems like it, but
I mean, you did 2 in 2020, right? Or no, American Egos was 2020, and then Wax Spot. Oh yeah, A.K.A. Deja Vu was 2022. That was all
2020.
That's when we had you on the first time on the show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was great. You weren't even sure about the A.K.A. Kobi that interview.
Was we talking about like my name change?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm about to go back. Because just for people who don't know, I used to just go by Kobi, but that's not easy to. I mean, it's easy to type that in, but it's not easy to find my music when you just type in Kobi.
Right, there's a million other,
especially like with that spelling. I didn't even know. I thought there would be like, everybody just be Kobe. But with Kobi, I've seen plenty, and I didn't even know. So
if you haven't listened to those perhaps check them out.
But like you said with Wax Spot, I don't think y'all know this, but this project wasn't written about my fiance. A lot of people think
that intro track makes it seem like you're not talking about any other girls than the one you got.
Nah.
You're blowing my mind.
Yeah,
it's just that it's that song, but it's like I couldn't imagine just doing an entire project about one person.
Oh,
it can be done, but I would feel like I would just be rapping about the same, like it's literally the same. Like how much more? How much can I say? I feel like it's, and because our relationship is really good and really strong, it makes it actually harder to write about.
Okay.
I find toxicity easier to rap about. Being hurt, being like, you know what I'm saying? Just a toxic situation is so much easier to like. Painful stuff is easy for me to, write to. You know what I'm saying?
How does she feel about you writing and rapping about other girls?
That's a good question. I feel like a lot of people who are in relationships can't do that. They probably feel like they're not in position to do that, but because she's an artist herself, she understands the artistry and being able to, write about a situation, because it's like, I can write about her and I'm writing about her in a positive way, but I might be writing about somebody else and just explaining something that I went through, not like, oh, I missed that girl or something. Like, that'd be different.
Right.
That's a whole different story.
Writing a love song.
Like if she made a song and she's singing about this dude that, she wishes, the one that got away or something like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to take that. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean,
I'm literally
guys would probably be cool with the art. Both being artists.
Yeah,
I'm sure
exactly. So she understands, because I think even for herself, I think she would. I mean, of course, she would love if I made every song about her. But like, I think she enjoys a lot of the songs on that project.
Yeah, that's
huge.
huge.
She's got like favorites of, her favorites on that. You know what I'm saying, on that project, and. It's honestly, it's actually crazy, because I know other people that I've had conversations with, and they'll be like, they'll talk about these songs, and then they'll be like thinking it's about her, and then they'll be shocked, and they'll be shocked. They'll be like, "This isn't about Alicia," and I'm like, "Nah." I'm like, "This is about somebody." I'm like, "Man, you're lucky you could do that." I'm like, I guess so. I just didn't know how many people like couldn't do that. I guess I ain't know. So.
Has she like influenced your like style of music at all? Because Wax Spot is getting like more like singy R&B,
I wouldn't say her.
Okay. Just a coincidence.
No, I feel it, but it actually is. I've always wanted to sing. I just didn't have the. I didn't have the heart to do it. I was scared. You know what I'm saying? But as I'm maturing and understanding myself and accepting myself, like, I'm a little bit more unapologetic. You know what I'm saying? I just don't care really what people think. There's so many people who want me to just stick to boom bap and all of that, but I'm like, this isn't the only thing that I used to listen to. You would assume, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all I used to make. Like, if you were an early fan of mine, you know what I'm saying? But
free 99.
Right. But I used to, like, growing up, I used to always listen to R&B, you know what I'm saying? So I've always, like, to this day, I tell this, and people don't believe me when I say this. If I could be like as good as a singer as like a Usher or something like that, or Chris Brown, I'd take that any day over being a really fire rapper.
Okay.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
You give your kids away.
I don't sing that nice, but I wish I honestly, no lie, I would prefer that lane. It just seems, I don't know, I really enjoy R&B, like, to that level. Like, I really wish, like, singing was my strong suit.
Yeah.
And it's probably just because I've been rapping my whole life, and rapping comes off easy. It's not a challenge.
Grass
so I feel
is
like
greener on the other side.
So I kind of feel like that's where I'm at with singing, is just like, because I don't think I can sing that crazy. Like, I wish that's what I could do. Like, obviously I wouldn't say I wish I could rap, so that's where I'm at. I just wish I would prefer that now. You know what I'm saying? So
unlock it,
And do you see yourself like taking vocal lessons, or kind of more the self-taught 10,000 hours until you can just keep practicing?
Just auto-tune. Nah, I mean, I haven't thought about that, actually, like singing lessons. I know Alicia, my fiance, she's done that.
Oh, wow.
She's done, and I've went with her, like, to singing lessons. She already knew how to sing.
Okay.
She just, was like brushing up on skills and getting help, and like, second opinions on certain stuff.
Because you have a great voice, but just to control it,
for sure.
To have to be able to flex it you can.
That's actually not a bad idea. I feel like I would kind of be afraid to do that in front of somebody.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it could get me to the level that I want to.
Relationship with them, and they're just trying to help.
It could get me to the level that I want to be at. You know what I'm saying?
But sing a national anthem before a game, like live no music, live no music type song.
Yeah, nah, I don't think so. But man, that would be crazy. But
what R&B albums have you listened to recently?
I listen to a lot of old stuff.
Oh, okay, no,
I've been listening
Daniel
to
Caesar
a lot
or anything.
I mean, that's cool too.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I think Daniel Caesar is great.
Right.
I don't know what he's done recently though. I know he had. I don't know the name of the.
But more old school stuff is what you're listening to.
I would say more the old school stuff like
I mean, yeah. How old
Isley
school
Brothers
are we getting? Okay,
or like Bobby Caldwell or like I don't know.
George Benson,
Marvin Gaye. Yeah. Like I don't know. I've been kind of checking that stuff out. Nice. I feel like it's helping me like tap into this new sound. Like also like D'Angelo or like
okay.
I don't know. I listen to like some of the '90s stuff too. Joe Thomas, Donald Jones, Brian McKnight. Like I don't know. Like I just listen to a lot of stuff.
Singing, not just the rappy R&B, but all the way.
Like I'm not just like. And there's no shade, but like I'm not like listening like Rod Wave or nothing. Like that's not my type of style.
Right.
But I like the older stuff. You know what I mean?
That's
exciting to hear. Yeah, is the 2023 project gonna be a lot more vocal?
There's drops of it in there. I don't want to fully like. I still want to give like people what they're looking for.
Right.
That's also for me. I also just really still love rap.
Yeah.
I just like sprinkling that singing in there because I feel like it gives me just a little bit more like uniqueness. I feel like because I feel like a lot of rappers are too like they're too trapped in and to wanting to be hard and like just not softening up in any type of way.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, I don't really care. Like I understand myself, I know myself.
Yeah.
So like now that I'm in that place in life, like I'm just able to do that like without no question. Like I might sing in the background and you might not even know it's me. I'm doing a high note and it's because I don't care right now. And I feel like that's what makes it sound good is because I'm confident in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what a lot of people lack. It's almost like people can't take themselves serious enough to make it sound good. Like some people can't even like, you know what I mean? Like some people can't even like I feel like if I was trying to sing something in front of somebody and I just didn't have that confidence, I feel like it'll just, you could tell, like it's just not going to sound good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I have that confidence and I'm convinced that it could sound good, I feel like it helps. It plays a major role in like how it sounds. You know what I'm saying? So
we'll talk more after the break. This is DogStar. Bow wow. Bow wow.
Welcome back to DogStar. We are in the midst of catching up with A.K.A. Kobi.
That's me.
Talking about the confidence mixed with indifference of the singing. You know, if you don't have that combo, it kind of fall flat.
If you don't have that confidence, I feel like it's just not going to sound good. It could, maybe. I don't know. But I just feel like 9 times out of 10, like, it's not going to help your situation.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, do you think just having a bunch of good rap songs helped you explore singing more? Do you think you would have gotten here even without that?
I think I would have got there either way, just for my love for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool to hear.
Yeah.
We're talking a little bit about Wax Spot. Assets came out in early of 2022. That was a single. Yeah. Friendly Fire as well, February of 2022.
How about that song? Research, huh?
Yeah, you're dropping stuff all over the place.
I don't even be realizing.
But yeah, also on like SoundCloud, YouTube, like you might go to SoundCloud, find songs that aren't on Spotify type of thing.
Exclusives.
If you do find anything on there, it is usually older though.
Yeah.
I think
fan base isn't on Spotify.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, how do y'all know about that project?
That's a good one. What do you mean?
Yeah,
we're fans.
We've known you for a while. Yeah,
man, that's a throwback. So a lot of people don't know that that's my actual first project. I usually try to make it seem like A.K.A. Deja Vu is my first one.
And we don't mean to ruin the
right.
No, it's all right, but it's more funny than anything. It's just kind of like that one just lost for good. Like I'm just glad that that's where it's at.
Because that's a 6-year-old album, pretty much. November 5th, 2017.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Early on, because you started rapping in like 2018-ish. Moved to Minnesota like 2016-ish.
Nope.
Or am I 2 years?
No, I came here in 2012.
Yeah, so and then 2014 would have been the first song, I think, from listening back to the interviews. So it was like 2 years-ish.
Word.
Yeah.
You had been freestyling and writing sometimes growing up, but didn't really start until Minnesota, right?
Oh, man, you went back, though. That's crazy.
We checked it all out.
Right, I mean, we wanted to...
East Coast Kobi for a reason. If you're following him on Instagram.
We have to know.
Yeah, he's from Delaware, Rhode Island, and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I lived in those places,
hence the East Coast Kobi.
Yeah.
Any moves on the horizon? Like, would you and your family move back east? Or?
We moved around too much. I'm just ready to just stay somewhere. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people, especially people that are from here, want to leave because they've been there their whole life.
Yeah,
and I understand that.
Yeah,
but I feel like a lot of people that I know that have left, they realize how decent it is to actually live here once they go live somewhere else. They'll be like, you know what? It's actually not that bad because they'll realize how clean it is here, actually.
Totally.
Like, Minneapolis can be dirty, but not like New York dirty, Philly dirty.
It doesn't reek like pee all the time.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have any plans. I have family still on the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? But I'll visit. I'm not finna live there. So.
Right.
You were talking in one of your earlier interviews about being on the East Coast and like you just drive one state away, boom, different music scene. What are you?
For sure.
A little bit closer together.
Yeah. What are you?
Smaller states.
Now that you've been in Minnesota so long and, you know, arguably have a successful rap career in Minnesota,
that's decent.
What's your impression of the scene here?
It could be corny at times,
but
then it also could be really, really good. I feel like one thing I really do appreciate about here is that they really do keep the boom bap sound alive. Like, there's a lot of people here that like keep that alive.
Versus falling into that more mumble rap, contemporary
and that's
pop.
okay too. Sometimes I got my times. I like to listen to that stuff. What you would consider that, but
you're saying in other cities that kind of let the boom back go.
It's kind of wiped away in a lot of places, especially like on the East Coast. Like they don't, like it's usually just the old heads, like people that grew up in the time period where they came out are usually just the ones who do it. There's some younger people who do.
Interesting,
but like for the most part, like especially like you go to like New York, like your 20-something-year-olds, they might be doing just like the, you know, NY drill type of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They kind of like, because especially in New York, their, you know what I'm saying, their parents and all that stuff are the ones who would have did the, you know, boom bap, or even their grandparents or something like that. They would have did the boom bap. So like, they're probably just tuned.
Cool.
They're like, it's not gonna be cool to them. They're gonna be tuned, you know, tuned out from it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that might be the reason why there's not as much people. But I feel like here, for some reason, they keep that alive. And that's one thing I do like. And when I said about, you know, being corny, I think the reason why I said that is just I feel like the scene here in general, not like the music, but like the music scene can be kind of corny just with like the some of the antics, like as far as like the competitiveness with like the different how do you put it Mount Rushmores and all that. Like other places don't really do that. And to me it's kind of corny. It's like, why is everybody making one of these? You know what I'm saying? So that's something I find kind of corny, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Like some of it's for fun and some people are like, you know, dead serious about it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't really care for it.
Any advice to other artists, or we'll say upcoming artists, on taking themselves too seriously? because you gotta kind of have at least a semi-jovial attitude. But
yeah, I feel like a lot of people gotta. This is just something I learned from myself. I learned that I've kind of like gained a lot more like success, not paying attention to the success, like not chasing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I feel like when you're doing it for the love of it and the fun of it, and you're enjoying doing it, like I feel like just stuff just start coming your way without you even knowing it. And maybe it'll come in the same time, regardless. It's just that when you're not paying attention to it, it just seemed like it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like for me, like there's so many like artists that I wish that I would have even had like a conversation with. For instance, like somebody like just somebody I respected. Mm-hmm. But you know, let's say like when I first moved here, they didn't know who I was, and I'm just like, who am I to go talk to them and try to like collaborate? But like, let's say for me, like somebody like a Muja, Messiah, or something like that. For me, it would have been always cool and like back in 2013, 2014 to like, you know, just talk to him and just get some game from him and possibly do some music. But nobody knew me. And that whole time, you know what I'm saying, I was just doing me, not worried about nothing. And now he finally knows who I am. Hey, you know, we talk from time to time. And it kind of felt like it came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, you know, I was never thirsty for any type of situation as far as like music. You know what I'm saying? So me just doing me and just having fun with it. I feel like, you know, different opportunities and different people to connect with, it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Totally.
So I feel like a lot of people just got to learn how to just have fun with it and not like, you know, shoot for like, you know, trying to be famous or whatever. Like, I feel like for me, like, if it happens, it happens. Like, I'm doing things to like, you know, obviously get myself out there.
Right.
But I'm like, my end goal is not like, I have to be famous or I'm not going to do this. Like, I tell people all the time, like, if I could look at my future and know that I wasn't going to be famous or where I want to be with music, I would still be doing it regardless. And everybody can't say that for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got to say. And I even love that I said that because I feel like that'll help somebody.
Totally.
I feel like them are like my like most honest, like that's the most honest advice I can give is just like, just don't chase it, man. Just let it fall in your lap. You know what I'm saying? Like, enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Just have fun with the music.
Totally.
So,
words of wisdom from the family man with the family van.
That's me.
That is. So, I was thinking of a question. Where did you ever go to like a rap show early on in your life where like they were like rapping with no background vocals, or like where did you think that like that was like a very cool style of, because you're talking about the boom bap stuff that normally won't have like a backing vocal on it when they're performing it. It'll just be the instrumental and you on the mic and you need to remember every word. And
man, going to like Fifth Element,
okay,
I feel like that was the most boom bap spot you could ever go to.
That was pretty cool.
That was a good little time period, man. I used to always look forward to going there. I feel like like a lot of people just, they really respected the craft. They took the craft serious. So like it was an automatic, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people go there and they wouldn't have their, you know, their backing vocals. You know what I'm saying? They would just rap into the beat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Or sometimes not have a beat.
Even then, sometimes they don't have. And one thing I did learn, like just along the way, just like performing and stuff, like I feel like it's sort of okay. You can kind of get a pass for like, let's say, you have the vocals on the hook or something like that, because I feel like it gives you an opportunity for engagement. Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying? Like obviously if the beat's just going, you're not going to be like, all right, hands up. But if like the hook is going, like you can take a second to like say something, you know what I'm saying? And engage with the crowd and that, you know, call or respond. You can like do that in the middle of the hook while it's playing. Totally. And then it almost, to me, it's kind of like a cheat code. It's almost like it's like you get that pass because you're rapping your verse without the the vocals behind you, but that hook, it also gives you that time to catch your breath too.
Definitely.
Because you can do in and out. You can do in and outs with the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just let it go and then could jump back in and then once the hook comes in, you're energized and you got enough breath control to be able to get through the entire verse.
Yeah, that is a cheat code for sure.
When you are doing call and response, is it in the moment or is it rehearsed and premeditated? This song,
it's usually
you got to feel the crowd out.
Yeah, and I personally, I don't usually like tell anybody. I feel like it kind of just happens. Like if the hook is catchy enough,
totally.
Like people would just kind of gravitate. Or luckily, I'll have just a few people that I know that already know the music. Not even playing. Like I just, I might just invite some people and they just know my music, and they'll just be singing to it. And almost like it does something to other people when what I'm saying, are in the crowd and they're looking, and there's other people that are like just dancing and vibing with the song. It's almost like an automatic. Even though some people like walk in the shows and kind of just hate. But if they see other people enjoying it, some people might just be like, they might loosen up and
see
vibe
that it's
with
okay.
It, see that it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah,
that's huge. Yeah, I was just wondering. I was going to ask about how you prepare for shows because you do have an upcoming show at the end of May.
Honestly, how I prepare, man, it's not good. I wait till last minute. It's the worst. I really do because I feel like. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't have an explanation for that, for why I do that. I think it's just a part of my personality. I wait to the last minute for everything. And I'm trying not to do that. I really want to, just sit down and like figure out, the songs I'm doing and rap them. But I think taking that time makes it more nerve-wracking for me.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I mean,
because it becomes more like real for me. I'm like, I'm actually really about to do this.
But that show is about to be crazy. That's the Rose Garden. Rose Garden. That's
May
at
28th.
7th Street.
Mm-hmm.
Who's all on that show?
A.K.A. Fields, Obi Original,
Joe.
Yeah. Hopefully I didn't say his name wrong.
A.K.A. Fields.
Mavium. Did I say Obi Original?
Yeah,
probably did. Okay. And Tori. And then me. Yeah.
So that's a crazy lineup.
Yeah.
And then, I think Push Records put that together.
Yeah, A.K.A. Fields is a part of Push Records. And then DJ Cam Jones.
Shout out DJ Cam Jones.
Friends of the show. Well, how long's your set?
I believe it's 15 minutes.
Oh, I mean, that's a lot of time.
Is it? Oh, shit, it is. Especially if my songs are like 3 minutes or something like that.
That's 5 whole songs. Yeah.
And then nowadays songs are like 2 minutes. So,
right.
So I'm at
it
like
ends up being
songs.
A lot, or like write a little comedy routine for the middle of it.
Yeah.
And will you just go over the instrumentals like when you're driving, or when you do get around to rehearsing or preparing?
When I do
at the last minute, what do you do?
It'll be like whenever, washing dishes, driving, like going to work, at work, come home from work. It'll just be like, it'll be all day.
And all of the tracks are just those 5, or you're narrowing it down?
Some songs I just like really, really know.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be like, I'll try to focus more on the ones I know I don't know like that. Like, let's say I know I'm going to walk in and do like a newer song that, I maybe just released.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like, I'll probably spend more time on that.
Do you like to do new songs at the beginning of the set?
I usually don't like to do new songs at all, man. I try not to because
stick with the classics, or at least what you know the best.
Yeah, because that's okay, because I'm starting to learn that, like, even though I'm sick and tired of certain songs, because they're my music and it's like I have so much other stuff I want to show people.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta realize that there's still a crowd full of people that might have never heard any of this stuff.
Totally.
And some people that have heard it might have just not heard it in a long time or ever seen it performed.
Or want to see it every time you perform.
Exactly. So it's like, really just do whatever songs that I feel like is going to work well with the crowd, no matter how old it is.
You got any that you do like every time? Or any that you like close out the set with? Yeah.
Okay. It used to be Street Major.
That's solid.
Ah, man. Right now, I think Assets.
Nice. That'll be good.
Yeah. That one's usually one that I know pretty well.
Nice.
That'll be cool. That'll be a good show. It'll be a crazy show. Do you got the date?
I can't wait till it's over.
I believe you had told us May 28th.
May 28th.
Yeah.
I can't wait till it's over, man. I love that feeling when I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I'm done, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did it already.
Yeah, do you have any rituals for an after show celebration or wind down, or any specific drink you like to drink? Or
Nah, nothing like that. I usually I'll drink something usually for, whatever, like
loosen up.
Just loosen up after. I try not to drink before. Some people do that. Some people get intoxicated or or something like that before, inebriated or whatever you want to use. And I can't do it because I'll end up like just forgetting.
Oof.
I'll just end up like, I'll just blank out.
Yeah, that's that's sometimes even worse than screaming into the mic drunk, forgetting.
Yeah, right. Or like, if I smoke before, it'll make me more nervous. It doesn't relax me.
Yeah. When was the last time you guys performed? Was it Fifth Element?
We did Palmer's show like a month back.
I'll never forget, like, you guys being at, I think it was Fifth Element. You guys are rapping like a song about like math or something like that.
Numbers don't lie.
Is that what it was, man? I was like, these dudes are different. I was like, I've never seen nothing like that. I was like, what? I was like, man.
Well, we'll talk more after the break. This is DogStar. This is A.K.A. Kobi.
Be right back.
Wow.
Welcome back to DogStar. Sundog sitting down with A.K.A. Kobi. And your representatives sent 2 tracks over. Yeah. One of which, Sugar Shack Flow, and the other, Family Van.
The 2 newest singles.
The 2 newest singles,
the 2 newest singles,
which dropped, April 23rd for Family Van, and then March 27th for Sugar Shack Flow.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Been a good 2023.
Yeah.
So far it's been pretty good for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So
what can you tell us about Sugar Shack Flow? I mean, what was going on in your life when you had wrote that? Well, tell me about the beat first.
So the beat, it's funny you asked that. So that beat, I just ended up just finding that online.
Okay.
And I was kind of going for that jazzy type of feel. But when I heard it, it reminded me of this painting that's called Sugar Shack. I forgot who the artist was, but that painting, I don't know if it was every episode, but I feel like it was most episodes of Good Times. Okay. At the end of the show, that painting would be at the end.
Yeah, like in the credit sequence.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So, I chose that title because, like, when I heard the beat, it reminded me. It made me think of that painting, like if I was inside the moment of that painting, like I feel like that's what would have been playing in the background.
Okay. Whoa.
So then when I said Sugar Shack Flow, it's like it's just like the flow. Like, I'm just I'm just talking about rap, but like I kind of just infused the 2 ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like the beat and then the painting, and it really just made me think of that. So that's how that went.
That the cover art for that's not you guys recreating the painting.
It actually was.
Okay. I thought
unintentionally though. I didn't. So that was actually done. Like I think that picture was from like 2021.
Oh, whoa!
But the cover art. So that I forgot about that. So that picture also it made me think of that painting. So it's almost as if like we was redoing it, but it was like we redid it unintentionally.
Yeah.
But when I saw that, I was like, "Yo, this reminds me of that painting." So I don't remember what went in order first, but it all worked together.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, this," and it just all had to do
the
with
power
Sugar
of art.
Shack.
Oh my gosh!
So yeah,
how old is that painting?
I don't know, but it was
like early.
It was a
1900s.
Marvin Gaye. It's also a Marvin Gaye album cover.
Oh,
cool.
Okay.
I don't think it was specifically for that.
Right, but it was.
I don't think. It might be. I'm not 100% sure, but
that's so interesting.
Actually, I think it is. It might be.
And then you're recording that.
I don't remember. But
at your house?
Yeah, I record in my basement.
Oh,
That's
wow.
nice.
Yeah, I do all the engineering. Yeah.
What?
Got all the equipment and everything there?
I do a lot of things, man.
A long way from the Egan Library.
Yeah. Did I talk about that on one of the... Okay, I was going to say, how do you remember that? But, okay. Yeah.
No.
Egan Library. That's where you see record.
Not losing files anymore.
Yeah, no. That's funny.
Too precious.
What are some of the drawbacks of having the studio at home?
There's no drawback. It's the best.
Huge.
It's made my... It's just... I'm able to be free and on my own time and I don't have to pay nobody.
Yes,
yes. I'm not going to say there's no drawback. The only thing I can say is that I don't exactly know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't know. Like I don't master everything. Like, I just mix it to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I just, you know what I'm saying, just release it. But, you know, obviously if I went to, like, a professional studio, like, they know different tricks and different things that I don't know to make, you know, everything sound like super loud and boosted and stuff like that.
But again, that's thousands of dollars as well.
Yeah, that too.
And you wouldn't be learning.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice being able to do it yourself.
Oh, yeah. That's huge. Yeah. Huge. And the second track that you represent over, Family Van.
Family Van.
Yes. Gotta ask you, is that van yours?
That van is not mine, actually.
Oh,
is it real? Like
it's a real.
It's not a Photoshop.
Yep, nope. It's a 1970s van that I met a guy who owns a bunch of vans, old vans like that. He's a collector.
Whoa, what?
And we connected, and we just met at a park. Took the picture. My fiance took the picture. I edited it, you know, myself.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that was it. Just went from there.
And that's definitely more wax body singy, the Family Van track.
Yeah, no, it is for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, then that beat isn't like a live band playing, is it?
I don't think so.
For Family
I just
Van?
went online.
You got to do it with a live band, man.
But I do want to do that. I do want to do that track with a live band if I can pull that together. I mean, I know like 3 drummers. Like my fiance's father, he's a drummer.
Oh wow.
He's actually drummed a couple times for Nerd D.
Okay.
When Tuvok.
Yeah, when Tuvok would I think there was a couple times he couldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just funny. My fiance, she went to church with Nerd D when she was a little girl.
Okay.
Whoa. So her dad used to be a pastor. And yeah, they all went to the same church. So
wow,
nice.
Yeah, so he's
connections.
He's helped out with drumming. He's also he's drummed like just his entire life.
Wow.
But I think about 2 other drummers. I know a guitar player. He lives really far, but
I mean, plan it early enough in advance.
Yeah, no, for
get him
sure.
down
But
here.
He lives by like International Falls or something.
Oh, way up there.
That's funny.
Okay, so I don't know.
Maybe a Duluth show meet in the middle.
Maybe, I don't know, but
totally.
Yeah, that dude's by like Canada.
That would be epic. Yeah, what was going through your life during the making of that song? Or remember
just happiness. Like I was just in a good place. Like when you hear it, it's not like your normal like struggle rap that you get from me.
No, it's like a no worries song.
Yeah, it's a no worries, just feel good. Like I don't know. It just in the moment, like I just was like realizing like everything's okay. Like in my life, I used to always expect something to go wrong because a lot of things did go wrong in my life. And this is that point in my life where I was like, wow, I really don't have anything to complain about. It's funny. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this rapper named Bushido Chop.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my homies. I played him like a lot of the songs on my upcoming project, and I played this song, and I don't know if he said it right after this song, but I know after hearing a bunch of songs, he was just like, man, you know how like you hear music and you just think, oh, this is fire. Oh, he's just spitting bars. This is crazy. But he said like, simply like, this just feels good. This is just feel good music.
Wow.
Like this is just like in the simplest of words, like it changed. Like it really changed something in me. I'm like, wow, I gotta keep making music like this because, normally that's just what people say. Like, oh, this is fire. Like he just didn't even say that. He's just like, this like feels good. You know what I'm saying? So
that's great. Yeah, shout out the homie Bushido
Chop. One of the most fire rappers out
He's
here.
releasing stuff too. Yeah, him and Dungeon the Baptist song that just came out.
Yep.
Or is it out? I know that I
don't know if
saw
it
the
is,
preview.
but
I
think he's got a joint with. I think Dungeon's got something with. I think it's Righteous as well.
Oh yeah.
That I don't know if that just dropped. I don't know when that was, but
exciting time for the scene to say the least. Everybody's working together, and Gladiator School and Buster Baxter.
Yeah, shout out to Righteous with Gladiator School, man.
Yeah, that's one of the dopest things that's happened in a long time. For sure.
Bringing it back to the roots.
We need more stuff like that where I just remember. I wish I appreciated like a lot of things that was going on like 5 years ago. You know, we had like Shut Up and Rap and like, you know, Soundset
like
and
Community.
Like, we had Fifth Element and like Honey. All these different like we just had a lot of things going on like on the scene, but now it just seems dead.
It's coming back. It'll come back. I mean, you're gonna start hosting a show again, right?
I'm hoping to do so. I really want to do an outdoor event. You know what I'm saying? If I can get, you know, enough people to like help pitch in with that.
Yeah,
totally.
You know what I'm saying? Get a permit and just do like a block party or something.
I feel like the Twin Cities needs it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Are either Sugar Shack Flow or Family Van gonna be on this upcoming album we've been referencing, or are they just standalone singles?
Family Van is on my upcoming project, which is called Further from Hanover.
That'll be dope. Is that coming out in the summer? You were talking about releasing stuff.
I'm looking for the summer, I think. I'm looking forward to that.
Be the right time to release.
I don't know when exactly, but summertime, because I feel like certain music sounds good in certain seasons. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that project, especially like Family Van, the song itself, I don't think that would have sounded good in the middle of like December, January, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It has more of a summertime vibe to it. So,
totally.
Yeah, perfect timing on the
music
drop
comes
on
in seasons, man, or at least it works, you know, better in certain seasons, you know, certain music. So.
And do you think it would be your mentality would be different if you lived in a place just with like 2 seasons versus 4 seasons like we have in Minnesota? Or would you still kind of keep track of the normal seasons?
I would keep track of the normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'd probably do that. Yeah.
But you're staying in Minnesota, is what you said.
I think I'm gonna stay. I think I'm gonna stay in Minnesota. I've moved around a lot in my life, so I don't have any plans to leave. My fiance, all her family's here, and she doesn't have any intention to leave.
Okay,
perfect.
So like I said, I've moved around a lot, so I just learned staying put has like helped my situation a lot. I feel like a lot of people that, you know, live in Minnesota or have lived in Minnesota their whole life expect leaving to be like the best thing for them, and that's not the case for everybody.
Right.
Because I've met people who've left and, you know, they've realized like how much better it is, you know, to actually be here. Like, you know, for example, people say like, oh, I never realized how like dirty other places are and how clean Minnesota actually is. Like, just the Twin Cities, like, it, you know, there's dirty spots. Obviously, there's, you know, trash on the ground, but it could be a lot worse. Yeah. It could be a lot worse. So I think
everybody should do something to make it better. Throwing shows, the Urban Light shows you were doing, like that. Yeah, anybody can do it. You just got to step up and
me and Vlad, we did that for a year.
We're out of time. We really appreciate you coming through and keep doing what you're doing. This has been DogStar.
See, I don't get the respect I deserve. They say you gotta earn that. Listen, why talk about these guns? I don't believe it. When it's time to aim and squeeze it, that's turn bulimic. Death up in the air, it's getting further in the seasons. When it's sunny, it get bloody. They die for no reason. Loyalty is dead, the ones alive is doing treason. Shoot like Trevor or Reese, hot-headed, they got a fever. Tunnel vision on ditches, I'm concentrated like FEMA. Niggas docked in Miami, they overdoing these features. I turn heard it all from my speakers. You couldn't walk a mile in these sneakers. Go get some feelers, I've been a boss in my region. I lay the law just like the Old Testament. Flow is excellent. Who said they want smoke when they came after me? Actually, I got no empathy. You ain't Black Thought or Rhapsody. Nah, it's Jay Cassidy. Way too many goats, I feel capacity. You mad at me? Gotta make it big before I rest in peace. Or my son gon' think I'm broke like Master P. Eventually, I conceptualized and made a masterpiece. When it comes to this, I've been that since like 09. I don't need no cosign. Pulling on my coattail, they waiting on these lines. I ain't pushing T, I'm plushing PC on my hotline. You was in her DMs, that's my BM while I'm pulling on her silk bonnet. And silk sonnet, you could blame the gin and tonic. Silver lining, made it out the struggle, had to juggle like a jester. We was eating scraps, ain't no seconds, ain't no extras. Come on, I'm a black and odds, I'll go fester. Wilmington and Chester, poverty stricken was my position with no option. They gon' kill you if you dark skinned in God's image. And they gon' paint the wall with a semi-gloss finish, leave y'all diminished. How they make it famous when they fake, when they composing. Pick for nothing like Craig Oden, the lane is open. Hope they know my magnum opus is the magic potion. I can sell a shark a portion of Atlantic Ocean, jump back in motion. Nigga, we ain't Ashkenazi, but we kept it kosher. This the culture, they can't knock the focus. When I'm locked and loaded, still they won't promote it. I said I don't need nothing but a stack on me. I ain't even care if the tank gon' eat. Used to have a track, so the gas I need. Baby, we gon' make it home, we gon' make it. I don't need nothing but a stack on me. I ain't even care if the tank gon' eat. Used to have a track, so the gas I need. Baby, we gon' make it home, we gon' make it. I don't need nothing but a stack on me. I ain't even care if the tank gon' eat. Used to have a track, so the gas I need. Baby, we gon' make it home, we gon' make it. Time flies according to the calendar days. That's what happens when you frolic through the lavender haze. We go back, way back in the days. We on 6 years, can't believe you actually stayed. 1 crib, 2 cars, kids actually raised. In a household where black love's actually praised. The 4 seasons, your privacy, I had to invade. No need to persuade when you trust, I had to obtain. Infidelity ain't an issue when you never betray. Every call she got the answer, she never gets swayed. Anytime the money's short, shorty making a play. A go-getter for the cheddar, won't sit there and pray. Couple from your past, but I don't never get phased. I'm still up in your holy water, I had to get saved. My head between your legs like I'm about to get praised. If I can showcase your love, I'll put it on the display. I said I don't need nothing but a stack on me. I ain't even care if the tank gon' eat. Used to have a track, so the gas I need. Baby, we gon' make it home, we gon' make it. I don't need nothing but a stack on me. I ain't even care if the tank gon' eat. Used to have a track, so the gas I need. Baby, we gon' make it home, we gon' make it. I don't need nothing but a stack on me. I ain't even care if the tank gon' eat. Used to have a track, so the gas I need. Baby, we gon' make it home, we gon' make it. We gon' make it.